Hello, welcome to day 3 of your guided Pilates summer challenge. If we haven't met before, my name is Emma. I am a Pilates instructor who happens to be registered blind. So I do have my guide dog at the side, but he is sleeping, so he probably won't join us for this video. But if he does, just to warn you, he's probably going to get involved and try steal the mat if he does come over. But today is all about the abs. We've done full body, we've done arms, upper body, now we're doing the abs. Tomorrow we've got legs, and then we've got a lovely stretch to finish for our 5 days. So when you're ready, come and join me. I do have a cap on today because it's very bright. And if you know me from teaching in person, I have to wear a cap in person. When I'm doing this, I don't really need to be able to see the camera. But in person, when I need to see you guys, I always wear a cap. But today I need it a bit more. Okay, so we're going to roll onto our back. And we're going to let the feet ground into the floor. They're not too close, they're not too far away. Just nice, comfortable distance. We let the back of the head and the shoulders melt down into the mat. We find this lovely natural curve through the lower back and behind the back of the neck. And we let the hands rest onto the hip bones. Take a moment to take a deep breath in through the nose, trying to send that air to the rib cage, to your belly. As you breathe out, can now fully pull in. The belly button can pull away from your clothing. And we're going to keep that contraction as we continue to breathe in. And breathe out and just find this stillness through the body. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to roll the hips in towards us. Shorten the gap between the hip bones and the rib cage. Feel the belly button pulling in. And try slightly lift your tailbone without the glutes contracting. And then release. I want you to try and do this every morning. Do it 10 times. Hold it for 10 seconds each time. It will strengthen your deep abdominals. So you're trying to flatten your abs as far down to the mat as you can. And then release. Just do that a couple more times. So we roll the pelvis in. We flatten the back. We feel those abdominals. And we release. And we go one more time, roll the hips in, flatten the abdominals. No, well, pull the abs in, but flatten the back. And release. Good. When you're ready, find a nice neutral spine. If you can't ever hold this tiny little gap, come back to a flat back and it'll be nice and safe too, but no big extreme arching through the back. From there, we're going to pick one leg up to tabletop where the shin is parallel to the ceiling, knee is stacked on top of the hip. And then we place that foot down. Do the same to the other side. So we did this in day 1, just briefly. If you can, let's build it up. Let's lift one leg, then lift now the second leg to join that first leg. And we'll do little toe taps here. I'm tapping the plant. So either do your march or your toe taps. Keeping that right angle. And we're thinking about really drawing the belly button away from our clothing. Keeping the head and the shoulders down. So the further we tap our foot away from us, the more challenging. The closer we tap it in, the more challenging. Okay, either keep the legs up or plant them into the floor, whatever feels best for you. Drift your arms above your chest. Imagine holding a bar above your chest, like if you're doing weights. And you always need one arm to hold this bar up. So you always want one arm facing the ceiling. When you're ready, you're going to reach your left leg nice and long. The lower you take it to the floor, the more challenging. As you take your right arm by the side of your ear back behind you, and then we draw back in. Then we go on the other side. Right leg, left arm stretches out long, while the other arm and the other leg stays where it is, and we pull back in. If it feels a little bit too much, bring the feet down. Run the heel along the floor. You can always lift the leg off of the floor at the last bit and then draw back in. Stretching opposite arm to leg, nice and long. The main aim with whichever one you're doing is that you do it with as much control. You see if you can do this without the hips moving. And you're trying to move the arm and leg at the exact same time. Good, let's come back up. So if you've got neck, back or shoulder pain, I'd suggest carry on with that while I do the next bit. You can keep your legs up in tabletop or you can ground them down into the floor. But we're going to interlace the hands behind our head, letting the thumbs run down the back of the neck. Elbows are not too wide, they're not too hugged in. And we're going to do similar or the same as what we did in day one, but we're going to build up first. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the abdominals in, nod the chin so you've got a fist distance underneath your chin and chest. You can put your fist there. Your neck now can't crunch in anymore, so it needs to be the chest and the upper body that comes up towards your thighs, and we lower down. We want to be careful the hips don't roll in, so this is just the upper body. So we're just doing our little curl ups, pulling the abs down and lower. So maybe you're doing this with the legs up, trying not to let the legs move. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit more. I'll show both. We're going to curl up. We're going to reach the arms out by our side like an aeroplane, but they keep sweeping until the fingertips wrap around. I'm checking my microphone. The back of the legs. From there, we're going to curl ourselves up a little more by pulling on those legs. We sweep the arms back out to the side, back behind the head, and then we lower back down. So we're having a little break this time. We're going to curl up, sweep the arms around to the side, wrap the hands around the back of the legs, curl up a little more, sweep the arms back out to the side, hands interlaced behind the head, and then we come back down. We can do this with the legs up in tabletop. Big circle the arms. Maybe you're doing your dead bug still. Maybe you're just doing the crunches. It's up to you. You can carry on with this. Otherwise, let's up it a little bit more. We come up. We sweep the arms out to the side. We deepen our curl up. From here, we reach the arms out in front. They'll hover just above the floor. We're going to sweep the arms out to the side, lift them up by the side of the ears, reach the arms back in front, wrap them around the legs, deepen the curl up. Take the arms off, sweep them out to the side, up by the side of your ears, reach the arms back in front, hands around the back of the legs, deepen the curl up again. Just 3 more times. Open out, arms up by the side of the ears, reach them in front. I really hope you can hear me. Deepen the curl up. 2 more times. Reach the arms in front, deepen the curl up. 1 more time. Sweep the arms out, lift them up, reach in front, deepen the curl up, and then hug your knees in, rest back. Good. From here, come up onto your forearms. If this is not comfortable, you can lay back down. Make sure you're not sinking into those shoulders. Shoulders are pressed away from the ears. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. We're going to bring the legs up, if we can, into tabletop. Squeeze the shoulders away from the ears. Pull the abs in. And we're going to tap. So we got our toe taps again. However, if you can make this more challenging, can you squeeze the legs now together? Drop both legs at the same time and pull back up. Tap both down at the same time and lift up. So if that feels too much, please come back to 1. If it's not challenging enough, can you drop both legs at the same time, straight, and lift them back up? You might be down on the floor doing this. You might be on the floor doing your march, okay? Whatever feels best for you. But let's go 3. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Let's go 2. Pulling those abdominals in. Let's go last 1. Tapping down. Now from here, we're going to do what we did yesterday. So you might want to do this with just the top leg C. We're going to roll to face the side and we're going to bring our elbows. So let's swivel round to the side to start this a bit easier. Just roll onto your side, come up onto your forearm. So you're doing the same, you're facing to the side, elbow underneath the shoulder. From here, straighten the legs out nice and long. Roll yourself slightly back off of the hip as you now hug your knees into the chest and then stretch the legs back out to the side. We go again, we roll off of the hips so we're slightly hinging back, knees hug into the chest and we stretch the legs back out. Good. I was going to flip from side to side. I feel like it's going to be too complicated. Don't know where I was going with that one. 2. Reaching back out nice and long. We got last one. Rolling slightly back. Maybe it's just the top leg you're doing. Reach back out. Let's do the same to the other side. Come down onto the forearm. I'm going to tuck my necklace in. I've got the same necklace on again. We're on the forearm. Legs are straight. The underneath leg may be bent. We're going to rock off of the hips, hug our knees in towards our chest. Stretch back out nice and long with the legs. They stay hovered if you can. Here he is. Hug the knees in as you hinge back. Reach back out nice and long. If you want to add that arm over by the side of your ear and then hug the elbow in to reach the knees, you can. Look at me. I'm completely sinking off the shoulder. I need to lift up. I need someone to correct me as I go as well. And hug in. 2. I described this so much better in day 1. So go back to day 1. If I've completely butchered the description, lower all the way down. Roll over onto your front. Come up onto the forearms for me. Send your legs long behind you, elbows underneath the shoulders. Collarbone is smiling as you lift through the chest. And if you need to deepen the stretch, you can always straighten through the arms. Come up a little more. Otherwise, hold here. Feel the abdominals. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Roll onto your back. Come into a nice full body stretch for me, reaching from your fingertips all the way down to the toes. Just have a moment to breathe. Stretch the abdominals out. I hope you've been able to hear me today with the microphone, because this top is a bit awkward, but anyway, take a breather. And you are done. What day are we on? Day 3? Yeah, day 3. Day 4, we're focusing on the legs. Day 5, we're doing some stretches. So make sure you come back and join me. You've got a little glimpse of Archie there if you haven't seen him before. But yeah, other than that, have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.